Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to show you how to do a quick text animation on Premiere Pro. So let's get started. So here we are in Premiere Pro and we have our video right here. So first let's add a text since we're doing a text animation for this video. So we'll be going for forest since we have a lot of trees in our video. So we'll be going for forest. And we're going to go here into Essential Graphics. So if you don't have this, you can actually have this here in a window and go here into Essential Graphics. So you would have this panel right here. And I would just want to center this. So we'll just do this right here and just like that. And I'm going to change the font so that we can see better. Maybe we can do this right there. And just like that. Yeah, that is so much better. So to begin our text animation is that we simply need to click on our text right here and we're going to go into effect controls. And then from here, we have a lot of options. As you can see, we have keyframes right here and we're going to utilize the keyframes right here. So you can utilize every one of them if you'd like. But in my case, we will just be probably using the scale and the position. So first, let's go into position and let's say that we want our transition to begin like this. So let me just do this right here. We want it to be like this, entering from this one until it goes right here. And then it goes out just like that. So we'll be doing it just like that. So the first one is that we're going to keyframe it from the beginning. So at the beginning, it will be right here, not visible from the screen. And then we're going to go click on the keyframe on our position so that this is where it will be starting. And then by this time, like this time maybe, and then we can just adjust it later. And then we want our text to be at this point in the middle right here. So we're just going to center this using the Essential Graphics by clicking here. And just like that, it is now in center. So we all have our keyframes. So what we would do is that by this time, the text should be at this position. And then it would I want it to last for this long right there. So I'm gonna go and put another keyframe. So since let's just expand this right there, just like that. And we're gonna go add a keyframe right here or duplicate a keyframe just like that. And when it reaches this time, I want it to be gone. So I want it to by this time right here. So I'm gonna move my playhead right there and I'm gonna drag the keyframe right there. I mean my text, or you could just adjust it right here if you'd want to, but I just want it right here. And now let's see how it goes. And this is our animation would look like right now. And as you can see, that is the animation, but it's not really smooth and it's not really good. So we're just gonna tweak it a little. So first, let's see if if it's too fast or too slow. At the end, it was too slow, so we're just gonna go into it just like that. But we're gonna make the transition smoother. So what we can do to make it smoother is like this. So we're gonna go and select our middle keyframe, just like that. There are two middle keyframe right here, and right click and go into temporal interpolation. And from here, you can see a lot of templates right here for your keyframes, but in my case, I'll just use continuous Bezier, but you can use anything you want that you would like to use. It depends on your preference. And from here, we're going to go click on the position and we're going to expand this right here so that we can see the graph. So don't forget to select the two keyframes right here so that you can see the handles. And then we're going to drag it down just like that. And we're going to make the graph like this. And the same goes for this one right here. We're just going to drag it here to that side so that there will be a graph right here. So this graph represents your speed of the keyframes right here. So at first it will be really fast and then going slow and then going really fast again as it approaches the end right there. And you can customize your graph however you want. You can do it like this or like that, depends on your preference, but I'm just showing you how to do it. And now it would now look like this. And as you can see, it's a really neat transition right there. There is a speed that is happening right here. Like there's an increase and decrease of speed. So it's much smoother now. But one thing that we can add is we can add a blur to make it more realistic. So we can go for Gaussian blur under effects, type in Gaussian. And then we're going to add a Gaussian blur into our text right there. And then we can apply the same keyframes. So here in the Gaussian blur, we're gonna animate the blurriness. So click on the keyframe. So make sure that the keyframes in the animation is the same here in the blur. And we're gonna go here 0, and as it approaches the next keyframe, it should be just like that. So it would be in the next keyframe, right here, since it's moving, or maybe right here since the graph here is high, so we can go for maybe 30 right there. And next keyframe would be 0, since by this time it would approach that the text is already stationary and not moving. So this would be like the motion, a motion blur. So there will be motion blur in our transition. So from there, I'm gonna go and add a keyframe again right here, since both of this one is the same and this one is the same. And from here, I'm gonna add the next keyframe. Let me just click on this button so that we can go to the next keyframe perfectly, just like that. And then from here, we're gonna go for 30 again. And when we play it, we can now see that we have a blur right there, as you can see. Or what's even better is directional blur, I think, right here and right there. Then if you don't like the Gaussian blur, so let's just disable this, and we're gonna just apply the same keyframes right there. So from here, the direction would be, actually, let's just go for the blur length first, and then go for 30 again. 30 right there, and the next keyframe would be 0. Let's just do it faster this time. 0, and then 0 again, and then the next one is 30, and then right there. And then let's just animate the direction. As you can see, the directions like that, but we want it to be at the side, so maybe at this one right here is good, or this one. Yeah, this one is perfect. And then when we now play it, it's now looking like this. And as you can see, it's so much better that way. So that is basically how you can animate your text quickly here in Premiere Pro. Thank you for watching. If you have found this video helpful, simply leave a like below or subscribe, because it helps me reach more people. See you soon.